Morning ladies, we're going to be looking today at a stamping technique called reverse stamping, which gives a double use for your stamps really, that you can have when you've got stamps like this that are facing a particular way. You can actually stamp them so they're facing the other way. So what my plan is to do two images of this sheep but actually looking at each other, so giving the side eye. So I've done one already. And you can see on here, they're looking away from each other, which also I quite like. So, but we'll do it this time with them looking facing each other. So I have my Stamparatus ready. You do need a stamping platform to do this. You also need a silicone mat, which is hidden away in the catalogue, actually, in the accessories section. Can't show you. Catalogue's gone. Oh, there it is. It's really cheap actually, and it is just indispensable. I use it for gluing. I use it for all sorts. 167 it's on. 167, there it is, and it is number 8. So it is, yeah, £5.50. When glue doesn't stick to it, and even if glue does dry on it, then it just washes off. So I just use warm soapy water to clean it. It's due a clean, there's a little bit. So when you're doing fine detail gluing, you can sponge glue onto the back of a fine detail die, and the glue will just wash straight off this, and the die cut won't stick to it either. So it's really useful for lots of things. I also use it with Glad wrap, which is almost like cling film to position letters. So position letters on a grid, cover it with the Glad wrap on the silicone mat, cover it with Glad wrap, lift it up, put glue on it and stick it down, and then all your letters are evenly spaced and look really good. So I am going to get a piece of card. So this is 10 centimetres wide by 14.5 centimetres. 14.5 centimetres wide by 10 centimetres deep, the way I've got it there, because we're in portrait, landscape. So the first thing I'm going to do is stamp the sheep who's facing to the left. So I'm just going to ink up the ink pad. There. And then I am going to stamp our sheep in the normal way. Okay, so there we have one sheep looking to that side. Okay, so, and then I'm going to take, it's very, very magnetised, that magnet. So the next thing I'm going to do is stamp the same sheep on the craft sheet. The same. I think it's supposed to be a goat actually. Yes, sorry to all you goat lovers out there. It's a goat. So just going to stamp the goat onto the silicone mat. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp it again. And then I'm going to stamp it a third time for good luck. I think I might have some glue on there that's causing it not to stamp. Let's double check. So that's 3 times now I've stamped that image on there. And then I'm going to get my card and turn it upside down, lay it down on the craft mat, and then stamp again with the goat. And when I turn that over, I will have a goat on this side, but I will have 2 goats giving each other the side eye. How cool is that? So I've reversed that stamp, so you've got double use out of your stamps. So I'm just going to wipe that off and pop that to one side. Okay. So now you can either, with this stamp, you could either leave them just white or colour them in. I don't like creatures sort of hovering in midair, so there is a little sort of shadow stamp here, which I'm going to do probably in Smoky Slate, because that's a nice pale grey. As you can see, I can hear all your minds twirling about what technique and what stamps you've got in your stash that you can use this with. So just a little shadow just underneath, and if you're being really pedantic you could reverse your shadows as well, but how cool is that? So simple technique, just using a silicone sheet and your Stamparatus. If you've got any questions, just give me a shout and I will see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.